what happened? What happens was for 5 years, 6 years in the early 80s, starting, I rocket to fame, and I become this famous person for Hakon Blokkies and Royal Hotel and Stoksy Lalien and a whole lot of songs like that, Budgie and the Jets and so on. And then by 1985, 86, I'm really I'm worn out. I'm totally exhausted by what's happened to me, and the political situation is terrible. I mean, we are in a state of emergency, and I can't do this anymore. So I decide that I'm going to retire from the stage as a performer, and I'm going to pursue another interest of mine, which is writing musicals. And in 1986, I started writing District 6, the musical, and with my partner, Tally Peterson, who we get together for the first time. And we write this musical, which in 1987 is staged in Cape Town and becomes a massive hit in Cape Town, and then goes on to be a hit all over South Africa and gets invited to Edinburgh Festival and is a big success there. And and suddenly I'm into a new world of being a theatre, a writer of musical theatre. So at one time in Cape Town I had 3 musicals running. I had Fairyland, Poison and Crooners running at the same time. And then we went to Malaysia and we did Poison in Malaysia, and on the way back we had this idea of writing a new musical for some of the actors that were working with us, and we came up with this idea of writing a musical for a little vocal harmony group called the Cavallo Kings in District 6, and this musical became known as Cut and the Kings, and we did very well in South Africa with it, and then it was invited to London, to the Tricycle Theatre, and when it was seen there, immediately we had offers from the West End to transfer the show to the West End, which came as an enormous surprise to us all. It didn't have any kind of West End qualities in terms of staging, and it was a small little show. So that happened, and then the whole West End production thing kicked in, and it was turned from a little show into a big show. And it did extremely well in London, and it won the Laurence Olivier Award for the Best New Musical in 1999. And then the Broadway producers picked it up, and we were taken to Broadway, and we performed at the Court Theatre in Broadway for 6 months, which was also an amazing experience and an amazing achievement. I think the only South African musical, and certainly the only musical from Cape Town, that's ever been to the West End and to Broadway.